Hello, welcome to Chillin Chattin with Stephanie and Sudie. Well, today we're going to talk about women and their mask. They don't like to go nowhere without their makeup. They don't want no one to see them. They hide behind the makeup. A lot of times we don't think we're good enough without the makeup to be in public.
So, because I love her so much, I actually came in here with only eye makeup on and a little bit of base and a little bit of blush, which if it had been up to her, she'd say no makeup at all.
Should have been nude.
She is going to make me beautiful today.
Well, she's already beautiful. In my eyes, I love her. And I see nothing but beauty in her and her beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
I can just stare at them all day. And I'm not gay, which if anybody is gay, that's good for them. I'm not. I just love Sudie's eyes. Something about them.
Thank you.
And on that note, let me stand up here and look at this beautiful canvas. Okay. We're gonna, since she's already got her mascara on and she put her base on, we're gonna start with a little bit of contouring on her eyes. Okay. We're gonna start with a nice brown pencil. Let me get right here
Tell me to
so I can see it.
tell me when to open or close.
Okay, just keep it closed until I finish with this. I almost got it. Oh yeah. It's going on good. Okay. Now, yeah. Okay, I
If you
like
need to
that.
smudge, there's a thing on the end of it.
Yes. But we're going to check out some shadow. Brown shadow. Here we go. The brush. Okay. I'm going to put darker on the end part. I'm a little nervous, so I'm not connecting my words so great. But I know you understand. Okay. It's going nice. You see, it's just soft. It looks dark, but it goes on soft. And that's what I was trying to see before I went all the way over. I don't want to put real dark on the inner corner of the eye. You always want to put it darker on the outer corner of the eye. Okay. Let me see. And this one. It's a simple.
I didn't bring the actual palette of colors that you wanted, so I know you're adjusting as you need.
Yes.
But for
I'm going to
people,
get it.
you're doing a great job. For people out there that are watching this, some people have different techniques, and Stephanie is applying her technique, and she'll explain later why.
Yes, because I'm concentrating. But you see, you put a darker color. You see, with her beautiful blue eyes, brown looks better, and it makes the blue pop out more when you got the nice brown around it. And there is a brown color palette, and for those you can't afford all kind of makeup, the Dollar Tree carries nice shades. And there's a brown palette there, and it has like a rusty brown color in it, and you would put it in the crease of the eye, not all the way across, just in this area right here. You would put it in that crease, and that would make it pop more. You want the darker color on the lid here, and then the rusty brown color in the crease, and then a really light brown on the top. So we're working with what we have. Thank God she's beautiful. And when you're that pretty, you can make anything work.
Well, if I'm not, you sure make me feel like I am.
Well, you are. And anyone don't see it, you just don't have the love of God or can't see the beautifulness in you.
Amen.
Okay. Now, normally I would have a different brown palette and I would put it darker to the bottom here so that the darker compared to her beautiful blue would really make it show more. So,
You know, Stephanie, you're right. I never wore brown before. I always wore blues. I didn't realize that when you have blue eyes, you shouldn't be wearing blue.
right. It's
You know?
really not. I mean, people do it. You can maybe get away with just like a little blue above a brown. To like if you want to go with some of your clothes you're wearing and you want to put a little blue in there when you have blue eyes. But I know they think they're beautiful out there when they put all that blue on blue eyes, but it don't look right to
No,
me.
it doesn't.
It look like they let their kindergarten kid get to hold of their face. Which you can do if you're staying home. Okay, so since we don't have the maroonish color to go in, I'm going to try to put a little bit of this. Okay, put a smaller. Okie dokie.
Well, I can see the difference right now, just kind of looking in the camera.
You see the blue?
I see the
See
eyes
it?
popping out.
Yeah, and if you have a darker brown, because this is really
This
soft.
eye has no makeup, but in the camera, I can really see it already popping out. Thank you.
So we're going to come in her crease. Now, like I said, you have that maroon color that's in a brown palette. Oh, it really will pop.
We have
We
an
didn't-
audience.
And normally we don't have nobody there.
I know, they're
When we're
watching.
just talking and now we're putting makeup on. So God is putting you through a little test right now, my sweet love.
Your turn next.
But I ain't gonna have an audience. So, like I said, he's giving you a little test.
I'll pass it. People
Yeah.
have seen me without makeup, but just not here.
I'm just saying it's mostly us. It's not
Us.
the rest of the world that sees us that way. It's how we
It's
see
true.
ourselves.
And the reason for doing this show, what is the reason for doing this show, Stephanie?
Because for some people, not being rude, but I've seen so many people put eyeshadow so bad on their face. And you could see that they have pretty eyes and stuff, and if they just applied it right, it would look so much better. I mean, their eyes would be popping, and they would feel better about themselves. But a lot of people, women, just because you're a woman don't mean you're born knowing how to put makeup on. As you all know, you've seen drag queens. They will outdo a woman any day. So, I'll continue putting, because I'm trying to get it a little darker than what this is.
What is that you're using?
This is her blush, but it's not as pink, so it's a little more brown blush. So I'm trying to get it, it's lighter than what the rust color would be. So I'm hoping if I put enough, it'll help it pop. Now, we're not going to be able to do it as perfect as I like to get it done because of the palette, but just to see the difference in with these shades and not the exact perfect shades is really looking good. I just like to say I'm so happy Sudie Landry is in my life, and I thank God so much.
And it's only because I respect her that I'm even here with one eye with no makeup and one eye with makeup. It's
And-
all good because there's a reason for doing the show. There's a time I wouldn't go out without all my
Yes.
makeup. And so since we're going to talk about it on Chillin and Chattin, we really have to be examples. So, and we have an audience that's watching us, and obviously it's an interesting topic, or I look just that good. And I haven't figured it out yet. Even Chubby Carrier's out there. Hello.
Okay. So now, at the top.
Well, I've always admired your makeup. And everybody has a different technique. And yeah, I used to do makeup classes, but things have changed, Stephanie.
Yeah.
People are bolder. I even tried to arch my eyebrows for you. So,
Well, your eyebrows look nice.
you know, I didn't have much to arch. But still, these days,
It makes a total difference if you do your eyebrows. It really does. It's a big thing. Before you even put your makeup on, you need to get your eyebrows straight. So, I think I'm going to try a little bit of this color here in that corner, just to see. Just in the corner.
what does that do?
It's just darker to where it helps when you got a darker color right there around the eye. It really helps it to pop. And I'm all about your eyes popping.
Whoa, hello.
Because they're the windows to your soul, and you would just like to keep looking at them beautiful eyes. I'm a little more nervous because we've never had so many people.
We have a huge gathering outside the window that's watching, so it must be interesting. Hey, you know what, Stephanie? I learned something a couple of days ago.
What?
Men make up for television.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see it every time. You can see the difference. They even put a little coloring on their lips.
Yeah. But
They
it was
put
good.
powder.
We have a nice looking gentleman on our staff. I said, oh, that's why it takes you so long to get to work every day. You got to do all that. He just laughed. No.
I just want to put a little bit to the corner to match up. Yeah. Okay.
And I do realize when you're on camera, you should wear more eye makeup, and a lot of us do, you know. So,
I'm not trying to, I don't want to put too much, even though we don't have the right colors, to try to make it pop more, because it really doesn't look good
well,
when you
I'd
do that.
say what you're doing, you know, that's outside of what I normally would do, is that you are being bolder about emphasizing and darkening where I would probably just did a little splash, which is good because I can see the difference in the camera.
Okay.
I can see my blue in my eyes too. I'm surprised.
Okay. I have big hands, so please excuse me. Okay. You can see my sweet Sudie is not used to other people messing with her eyes. That's why
It's been a long time since I outlined the inside of my eye, but you're using the same pencil
and it's
that I didn't
it's
know would
going
do
on
it.
good.
Okay.
It's going really well.
I will practice in the future.
I really like
Look
it.
at the camera. Wow. Let me get my face right. That's good.
Okay. Thank you. Alrighty. We're getting along here.
And the secret is we should be able to match the other eye. Which sometimes we can and sometimes we can't.
Yes, it really does all depend on your lighting and light stuff, and all too.
And blush. You're important.
And you should always come all the way up.
Does it work when you do?
Yes.
Well, can't say it on camera.
Haha.
I can.
Laugh out loud.
I'm a 66-year-old, and if I do too much of that, my false teeth will come popping out. So I just smile.
Oh.
Seriously.
I'm picturing it. I'm getting what you're saying. Okay.
You know, there was a time I really didn't know where should a person put their blush? On the cheekbone or below the cheekbone? What's the secret?
You don't want to put it below,
Okay.
especially when you're more mature. You don't want to make a full cheek. You just want to contour, to bring your face in nice and beautiful. I just watched a movie with
I didn't watch it.
I'm thinking of her name, Angelina Jolie. It's called Maleficent.
Whatever. Yeah.
Maleficent, and they put her rouge right there on that bone, and it made her face look so sunk in. And then they showed her with her regular makeup, and it's more fuller.
What?
It was a trip.
Wow.
We're working with what we have today.
Let's get on camera.
In her defense, I really didn't. She didn't know what the show was going to be about, and I just popped it on her at the last minute. So she really didn't have time to even go out and look for the things that I asked for. She didn't have time. So I think that's another reason why she said, if you're sick today, we can do it another day.
Oh, it's trying to
Give
find
her
some
time.
excuses. Do I need to put makeup on? So what color do you think are good for blue eyes?
Mostly browns. Lots of shades of browns. It's good. You can wear blue, but it's got to be put on a certain way for it to still make it pop.
Well, since I'm 66 and you're a lot younger than I am, is there a secret to what not to do on an older person?
Well,
Do you have your preference?
You really would have. Now, most makeup you can get cheaper, but you really don't want to have a real cheap base because it'll go in your creases of your face and make them look even bigger than what they really are.
Well, I have excessive dry skin, so all my life I've had to use a moisturizer,
Right.
then put makeup on top of it. So now I do try to get the makeup that has the moisturizer in it.
Yeah.
Hydrating is the word these days.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do have to stay hydrated.
Okay, what about, should I use powder or liquid shadows for age-wise? What would you, only your
Well,
preference?
the thing with a lot of pencil eyeshadows and stuff, they also too can gather into the crease. So if you wanted them to really wear it, because sometimes they have a better shine in them, you would put a little light powder of that color on the pad, on your lid, and then go with your pencil one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the stick of color.
Yeah.
It's more of a liquidy kind. Yeah. You would do that on top of it.
Well, like right now.
That way the powder could already be in there before you put that other makeup that will just sink into the wrinkles and creases
and
of
it
the
does
face.
make a difference because I had talked to you before the show, is that I normally do not use the compact powder to
Right.
put over my base.
Right.
And when I do, it does show up the lines. They're usually translucent,
Yeah.
which is lighter and doesn't deposit so much of any color.
Right.
So that does make a difference. But if you do use the powder, then I was taught in beauty school to run your hands together and just kind of seal it all in, and then it takes out that matte a little bit.
But also a good thing for help your skin as you're aging and stuff, to keep it moisturized. I know a lot of people don't think you should. But people who have lots of pimples and stuff, it's not a good idea for them. But if you're not a person that breaks out a lot, go to bed with Vaseline on your face.
Yeah.
Really do your neck and your face and just let it soak in through the night.
That's a good tip because there are famous makeup lines that do have that in it,
Because you see,
you know.
She's a talk show host. She used to be a famous model.
Ooh, I don't know who that is.
She has a talk show.
Oh, well.
She's a black chick. Beautiful. Huh? Tara Banks.
Oh, yeah. Now, why didn't we think of that? Sure. Yeah.
That's who showed to put the Vaseline. She goes to bed with Vaseline every night on her bed to keep from getting wrinkles. It keeps her all moisturized.
Well, for those out there that don't know it, I also taught beauty school. And believe it or not, darker skin does not age as fast as lighter skin. So it's
Good.
important.
Yeah, they have a different pigment.
It's important that you keep moisture in your skin, where the darker skin.
Yeah, well, white people do crack a lot better. They say black don't crack.
So we are going pretty fast with this show.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it all. He's just gonna have to fit me in. Now, people, I'm telling you, that was pretty good. I normally am like this when I'm trying to mess up mascara on somebody else. That's why I told her to go ahead and do her own. But I didn't, and I'm thankful.
I've noticed some of these people it's not false eyelashes. They're actually taking mascara and they're clumping it together to look like stars almost. I noticed
Okay.
that too.
I just want you to look at the
Now's the
eye.
time.
The difference.
Well, let me see. Wow.
And that's not even having the right shades that I wanted her to have.
And my
Her
eyes
shades
look-
of blue.
And my eyes look bluer than they normally do. Very good. Looking good, looking good. Actually, it does look good, and I'll practice doing that. And I haven't had a phobia. Whenever I was younger, I outlined my eyes all the time, but because I'd outline them, people would compliment me all the time, and I was like insecure. So that's why I stopped outlining inside of my eye.
But you was probably thinking
now
you
I'm
didn't want
ready.
them just to look at you like that.
But
You
now I
wanted-
do it when I'm looking at the eyes only, nothing else. Here we go. Seriously, as we get older, we have to emphasize the good aspect.
Yeah,
that we
but
have.
one thing,
But seriously, that's
ladies,
the
we
reason-
really all need to understand is, even though we do have our insecurities and put the makeup on as a mask, you do have to learn to love yourself for how you
That's
are.
right.
Because you don't know what kind of situation you'll be in. You can be out there with no makeup. If you can put out that positive energy of loving yourself, then you will think, other people will see it, and they'll just be looking at you for your inner beauty, and not so much just the outer beauty. I have tested that theory, believe me.
I have too.
And when I felt like I looked like a zombie, I felt that other people were looking at me the same way. And then when I went out there with this positive, loving attitude for myself and for mankind, I just didn't feel like they were looking at me like that as much. So it helped me a lot. But when I'm dealing with so many other things right now, my mind is, put your makeup on and don't have to deal with that right now. Deal with other things that you're dealing with health-wise for myself.
So far, I love it. I mean, I got a close-up look at it, and I do see a difference. And I do
And
know
it
how to
wasn't
practice.
the exact
Yeah.
colors, because I'm telling you, the colors that I'm talking about really is good for your shade. And this is not bad. It looks good. It makes it pop more.
But if I get the right shade, it'll look even
It'll
better.
pop even better, especially if you put them in the right places.
All right.
Okay, so
And I like the idea of outlining inside the eye instead of always just on the outside of the eye.
yeah,
Especially for the bottom part. It looks more harsh when you outline under the eyelashes sometimes if you don't smudge them out or you get the line too thick. But if you're wanting it to pop like right now, what you did is great. I see a difference. Good difference.
that's a good pencil you have though right here.
Yep.
It really is. And like on the top, if you say she didn't have her eyeshadow with her, she could always put this pencil on there and take the other side and smear it like a little shadow, make it go a little thicker. So
That's it.
let me get on this other side right quick. Okay,
So you're going to try and repeat and just do.
yeah, I'm just gonna do.
Okay.
It's the same thing as I did on this side, so I'm gonna do on the other side. And we're just gonna start it, and then we're gonna talk about more. I'm gonna finish.
Okay.
Finish this.
No problem.
Okay. So, like before, we started with this soft shade and this brush. Do you see the difference? I'm asking opinions of the audience. You see a difference,
You
sir?
see the difference?
Yes.
Does it look nice?
Big
Yes.
difference.
Yes.
The eyes, it makes the eyes pop out more.
Yep, good.
That's what we going for, pop. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to finish her up. We have to move on. And when I come back, you're going to see me do my makeup. So, thank you for joining our show. And stay tuned. You will be seeing me do mine. So, Lord help us. I don't want to scare nobody, so be careful. Watch with caution.
Enjoy.
She always tells me I'm beautiful.
That's
No
right.
matter what. So thank you. All right. Hello, I'm Stephanie Watson. I'm going to show you how to do my makeup. I've already shown you how I did Sudie's. I'm going to put my eyeliner on the top completely to the eyelash on both sides. It always goes underneath on this side. But then I'm going to do the bottom. Wipe off the excess. And yes, women make a lot of faces when they're putting on their makeup. If you're wondering why I'm putting it on in the car and not in the studio, it's because I can see better in the car. Okay. Now, as far as putting on my eyeshadow, I always go by what I'm wearing. And I'm wearing blue today. So I'm going to put blue, but first I'm going to put my rouge on. I don't really like powder rouge too much. I like the wet rouge. So I'll get this rouge stick. And then I rub it. Excuse all the faces. I don't like mine too dark. And it has a little shine to it. That's another reason why I like it more than regular. Now, I'm going to look and see what color eyeshadow I'm putting. I got my blue eyeshadow. Oh, I always have problems opening. Okay. Now I'm going to put the darker to the ends. Okay. And I'm going to put, since I have a little bit of green in my shirt, I'm going to add some green to the inside. Okay. Alright. Now, I don't like a lot of blue and stuff colors on my inner eye and top lid. So, I get the browns out. I'm going to put a little bit of this brown in my crease. Okay. And now I'm going to do my top lid. Now, I'm going to put my gloss on and a little mascara and say fini. Mascara. It's a windy day today. Beautiful day. Now, if you want, you can put on false lashes, which a lot of people do. It really helps the eye pop. Ouch. Okay, do this one. And if you're a person who don't really like makeup, you should at least put a little bit of eyeliner on and a little lip gloss. It's more feminine. So no matter how beautiful you are, you have to be beautiful on the inside, not just on the outside. So now I'm going to put a little gloss on. I like to pucker my lips a lot. It takes a lot of work to be this beautiful. Make sure my little hair is like I want it. And that's it, folks. So, like I said, you can be just as beautiful as you want to be on the outside, but if you're not beautiful on the inside, it ain't gonna matter. And beauty, let me tell you from experience, beauty does not hold a man. If you think so, you're wrong. So try to be the best person you can be and enjoy putting on makeup. If you don't know how, just get in the mirror and play around. You'll figure out what colors go good. Blue-eyed people shouldn't wear too much blue shadow. It really don't look right. Wear more browns if you're blue-eyed. So that's all, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in again next month when we'll be talking about Christ. Thank you. Goodbye.